we're back. American Wannabes Podcast, episode 194. Let's get those intros in order. We're a little short, but first we have...
Jesus Sepulveda, a.k.a. Mr. Big Daddy, a.k.a. Magna Filler, a.k.a. All Up in Them Guts, a.k.a. the reason why your girl screams and shouts, screams and shouts, and thirdly walk in the building.
I like that one.
And
That's
then
a
we
new one.
have...
Yeah.
Fern, a.k.a. El Chaton, a.k.a. A-Rap Fern.
Yeah.
Yeah. A.k.a. Fact Checker.
Oh, fact
Yes,
checker.
the original fact checker.
The original.
There's nobody else.
Why does
Just
fat checker
completely
sound
forget
like
about
somebody,
Raul.
fat checker sounds like
Erase.
somebody who just bones fat chicks. Anyways, go ahead.
Hey.
And I'm Christian Zaragoza, a.k.a. Chris Z Picks, on your local social medias and networks. As you guys noticed, we cut the fat.
Yes, sir.
Someone's not allowed on this podcast for the next
The
few
thing
weeks.
is, like, here's the thing. If you're going to be out there holding it up, you got to use some protection, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever seen him put a video where he has a mask on? I haven't seen one fucking mask. No, I'm just kidding. Jerry's out there in the road. He's actually snowed in for all of us, for all you Texas people that are podcast listeners. He's snowed in.
He snowed in with ya.
Yeah. He's right there with you.
What is he doing right now? What do you think Jerry's doing right now? I picture him on his bed, on his phone with the TV on, or you think he's
Talking
out?
to the baby's mamas. Pues no se puede hacer nada. I tried. You don't think I tried? You think I want to be here? Huh? You think I want to be stuck in this place? Huh? I don't want to be here. Hold on. Yeah, I'll get some. Yeah, eggs. Yeah, I'll do some eggs. Okay. You think I want to fucking be here? Some guy's house whose kids
Is
is
he at a
looking me?
hotel or he's at someone's
He's
at the
probably-
comedy house?
The one.
He's
I know how Jerry G tours, and he's Mr. Couch. So he's staying in the guy's couch
Surfing.
for sure. Couch surfing for sure. He brought his board. What are you doing? Some couch surfing. Go,
Dude, they said that people are dying because they're
Oh,
like trying to
shit, I
warm
don't know about
themselves up
that.
in their
Are you
car.
serious?
There's a few people that have died because it's so cold because the electricity's been out for like 30 hours. So a lot
Oh,
of people
shit.
are going in their garage, turning on the heater with their garage closed, and then they get carbon monoxide
Carbon
poisoning.
monoxide.
A la ver. I don't know.
Yeah, that.
Even they say even opening your stove, which that's how we did in the hood. Just turn the stove on and leave the oven door open.
Well, all the people in California that left to go to Texas. I'm kidding. That's a joke. But
Anybody who was able to do that though is like not really like suffering out there. I don't think. I mean, they're
Yeah.
suffering a little
No,
bit
they
where they're
are.
like,
Everybody's suffering.
yeah, that's true.
Everybody's suffering in Texas right now
yeah, it's a tough situation. What's going on
because
over
of
there.
the energy.
I don't know.
Ah,
Hey,
that's
Texas
crazy.
thought they were the shit for a while though. They were starting to
They
think
were
like they were
flexing.
the new Cali and
They
stuff.
were flexing.
All of us, weren't they like
Texas? You
Texas
were
is talking
flexing.
a lot.
You
Texas
were
has been
flexing.
like, oh,
Yeah,
fucking
Texas been
California,
loud.
this, like, that. You guys
Yeah,
can't
Yeah,
go
Texas
out.
is like your ex chick who got a fucking plastic surgery and got fucking boob implants and she's like bad all of a sudden. I'm like, bitch, I met you when you was whack, okay?
Bitch,
you
I
still
see
whack
T-
inside.
I see TJ in you,
Yeah,
bitch.
bitch.
Like, I would never move to Texas.
No?
No, nothing against Texas. I went to Austin. That shit was dope.
Right.
Austin was dope, but I'm too used to California. Like, I would feel like, why would I move to?
I'll move to Arizona, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
move to,
but you're
like,
from
Texas.
Arizona.
Not that I wouldn't move to Texas. It's just that, like,
I liked Austin. Maybe I would move to Austin, but like, why? Why would
Austin's so
I can't think of
expensive
a
now, though.
situation where I would move to Texas.
I don't know. But some people do like Texas.
Yeah.
That's
I
good
have
for
a
them.
couple friends that moved to Texas. He worked at Staters and he moved out there and now he has a big ass house and he still works for like a grocery store.
Yeah?
And he has a big ass house, a fucking nice ass car. And I'm like,
white
damn.
chick?
But no, she's Mexican, Latina.
Mm.
They moved out there, his family. But
Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Augie, would you move to Texas?
he said, "Fuck
He
no."
said, fuck no.
So-
I just wouldn't. It's just a whole different place. I wouldn't even move up north.
I would. I would go to Seattle or Portland.
Oh yeah, maybe that up north. But I'm talking about like the other whack. Like you're talking about the nicest fucking.
You talking about Sacramento? You want to go to
Yeah.
Sacramento?
Yeah.
Oh, Sacramento's horrible, dude.
It's pretty trash, right?
It's fucking
'Cause,
whack.
it being the capital state, I was
You
kinda
would
like,
think.
"Ole," I would think.
You would think.
It's fucking trash. And I'm sorry if you live in Sacramento, pero está cabrón, güey. Esa madre, güey. I said, you know what?
We just lost 5 listeners.
Not really into math. But,
A population of 10, we lost 5 listeners.
yeah, man.
There's some
went
nice
to,
houses in Sacramento. There's some nice neighborhoods though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got back on the road myself. Dude. I went to fucking Modesto and Bakersfield,
Ooh.
and
Ooh.
That's up north.
definitely want to shout out the people that showed up from the podcast, but
Oh, wow.
also some of y'all people. Like, here's the thing: there's still a pandemic. Not everybody's taking their shots. Like, put the fucking mask on. Like, why is it so hard for people to just put the goddamn, just put it on, fool. Put it on. Even the guy that I was rolling with, we went to the fucking outlets and I'm like, hey, fool, like, oh, I don't have a mask. How do you not have a mask? How is that like even a thing now? Like, oh, I don't have a mask. Oh, fuck, it's all good. I don't have a mask. It's all good. I don't have a mask. I'm always with the mask. It's underwear and mask all the time. The fuck? Who walks out like, I forgot to put on my fucking
And sometimes
underwear.
you forget your underwear
Fuck
too.
it, eh? No, that never happens. Mask is always.
Wait,
on
he rode
point.
in the car with you up there without no mask?
Yeah, pretty much.
And
I was
that's
like,
gonna
come
happen.
on, bro. And I was the one with the mask. Yo era el mamón way.
Oh.
You know, del mamón with
Yeah.
the mask. But it's like, bro, it's not about me. It's about people that are around me, that are like the loved ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You're smart.
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, I try to be careful.
How was the show though?
Show was cool. It was great. I went up there, dude. I fucking loved being
Killed
on
it,
stage.
rocked it.
Well, I tried
What
my
I
best.
do.
I
did
tried
my
best.
pandemic material.
I tried my best. I did have a pretty good pandemic. Picture.
I'm tired of being in the house.
Yeah. You're not missing out, dude. Trust me.
No, that was how your the
When I
jokes
was
start-
done, dude, when I
all
was
the jokes
done- yeah,
start.
yeah.
That's how the jokes start.
Yeah, when I was done, I was like, I'd rather be back in the house if it's gonna be wild like this. But yeah, dude, it was cool. There's moments where you feel like normal again. You're like, oh, damn, this is dope. But then you're like, oh, it's crazy out here. You know?
But it was outdoors.
It was
It
outdoors.
was a tent.
It was outdoors. It was tense. Yes.
How is that?
It's like an outdoor gig. Like when we used to, like
Oh,
it just,
it's like those
yeah, it was
backyard.
back in the before the pandemic, if you would have told me, like, hey, we're gonna do an outdoor gig, I would have been like, dude, that's a hell gig. Fuck that. The cars are passing. There's so many distractions. But that's like the best gig in town right now. So I'm
That's
like, dude,
the
I'm
only
down to
gig
take
in
it.
town.
Yeah.
But those are the most
Yeah.
worst shows. You kill at those type of shows. I'm not good at those type of shows.
No,
like
I'm
it's just
not great. There's doñas right there ready to fuck, and I'm like, I can tell these doñas been in
see,
the
but
house
that's what he'll
fucking
start saying.
throbbing.
But that's what Jesus will start saying. Look at this Donya's trying to fuck.
That's what I
know
told
you.
her. I
I
told
know
her, I was
you.
like,
I remember
shit.
you were in the 70s.
I was like, look at her. She's just fucking thirsty for some young dick. This bitch is out here fucking
I know.
buscando pepino duro. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's looking for some.
Sometimes
And then
that
she's
goes-
looking at
that
me like
material
I'm the
goes
dick.
south though.
She's looking at me like I'm the dick that's gonna give it to her, and I'm like, bitch, my dick is not the dick you want. Like, I have the whack dick right now. My shit is like not really. You know what I mean? I don't got good pandemic dick. You know what I'm saying?
Your Corona fight dick.
Yeah, I don't got good Corona dick. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are piping y'all girls and wives good. Not me. Not me. I'm out here scared as shit. My dick is out here fucking. It's hard to keep it up. It's nervous. It's scared. It's going through its own fucking blizzard. You know?
It's going through its own pandemic.
Great. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Better than what I'm doing. So I'm not gonna talk shit.
Really?
What?
You're not piping?
What happened? You were trying, weren't you?
No, I'm talking about your material.
Oh, I thought you were
Oh,
talking
oh,
about
oh.
your.
Oh, my material.
I meant better than what I'm doing because I'm not doing no material. But it's,
Yeah, yeah.
you're out there working. So
Right.
no, I'm doing it. I mean, I bought lube for the first time, so
Lube?
no, we're not gonna get into that.
Oh,
I shouldn't even talk
By
about that.
the way, how that Patreon.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
save it for
Patreon.
Patreon.
Save it for
I don't wanna-
Patreon.
Patreon.
I don't want to get in trouble, anyways.
Yeah, Patreon. But yeah, dude, it was what was I gonna tell you? I was gonna tell you something about this girl.
You said.
that-
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna tell you about this girl that was at the restaurant that she was like, it was so funny how like she was getting yelled at by like the owner because she was like, and it reminded me of me when I was like working at like a restaurant. and
Oh,
shit.
she was a bar. You just said some girl got yelled at by the owner. I was like, what the fuck was she
No,
doing?
she was working.
Oh,
Some
okay.
waitress was working, and then she got yelled at by the owner and shit. Like, and because
Why?
she like dropped some fucking plate. You know what I mean? And I was just kind of like, damn, that was me.
Were you doing stand up when you did it?
No. I was like, I just saw it. I was eating and
An
I saw her get
observer.
yelled at. And I remember the times that I got yelled at when I was a server, bro. I used to break dishes all the fucking time. I remember one time, fool, like, me and my friends, I worked at a Mexican restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had like our own little like salsas. We put it on the side, and we put like hot sauce on it, like, and they would get you tepin and
Oh.
habanero.
Yeah.
And then we used to fucking put it on our salsas without letting the other person know. because we had our own individual ones.
Mhm.
So like our little that we snacked
Yeah,
on
yeah.
because we weren't allowed to eat because the owners would get pissed, bro. That was the trick. Like you would leave and then we put it on fucking Fernando, then we just let it be, right? And then Fernando would come, dude, and just fucking take a
dip
bite.
real quick.
Oh, what the fuck? So what I did, I was in a hurry, so I was like cleaning the table. Yeah. So I went around, dude. So I literally went around. I walked up. I got the chip, took a big scoop, and I hit the fucking the floor. I just hit the floor, like, and that's when it hit me, dude. I just remember like everything my throat just went nope, and like it shot it back up, and then my eyes, and you know, like the smoke, it felt like smoke in my nose, watery instantly, and I just remember going like, and I was trying to get to the end, like speed walking, and then, and then I just fucking just went like.
Snot.
Just like, and then fucking this guy was like, "Ah, the hell!" And I was just like, "Ah!" And in the back, I put water in my face, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" And then I was like, fucking putting water, calming down, and I finally like looked back, fool, and the guy
was pissed.
is standing up, pissed, has like a white polo shirt, like, "Well, yeah, give me a towel." God, and, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude!" And just like, and then getting yelled at, like, "Why did I spit on the guy? Well, what happened? Like, were you eating something?" And I was like, "No, I had a little bit of salsa. You're not allowed to eat. That's why you guys shouldn't eat." And I was like, the reason why. Oh, and then it banned salsa eating from like the rest of the fucking month, and everybody was pissed.
Oh, everybody's mad at you.
Oh,
Like,
what the fuck?
yeah,
Now
but they
got an
fucked you
eye.
up.
They got it. They put. I remember after that, the next day, they put a camera directly to where like the salsa maker guys that were at, and everybody was like, "Those are only like snack, bro." And then,
Oh, what the
right,
fuck?
Yeah, there's a
Fucking Fast and Furious over here.
this fucking guy, dude. Look at this.
Welcome to Huntington
What
Park.
the hell kind of? What is that?
I
a
don't know
hot
what
chopper?
kind of fucking car that was, but
Did he
Jesus
pop a
Christ.
wheelie right now?
That is.
This guy's been working on his car for 3 months. He just got it done at AutoZone. He's excited right now. Okay, let him fucking be. But yeah, I remember I had to pay. By the way, I had to pay for that fucking guy's meal. That was fucked up.
Oh, the
huh?
man's man.
Yeah.
That's the least you could do. You spit all over him,
Bitch, I was working.
bitch.
I was working. Like what the fuck?
Well, the owner obviously wasn't gonna do it, so you had to do it.
Have you ever screamed at anybody at work, Christian?
I scream at people all the time. What you talking about?
Like make them cry and shit?
You ever had to make
Employees?
somebody cry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You make employees
I made some
cry.
girl fucking quit one time, and she
Oh, wow.
came
You made her
back though.
quit?
They convinced her to come back. Well, this is what happened. Okay, so I come in, right? I come in and they're like, "Oh, some dude just stole like 15 bottles. They just took like a bunch of shit out of the locked up rack
Right.
and walked out with a bunch of shit." And I'm like, "How the fuck did that happen?" So the girl on check stand number 1 is facing them. She's watching them do it. And when we asked her what happened, she's like, "I thought that they were vendors or they worked here."
Really, bitch?
Yeah, I fucking lost it on her. Like, are you fucking stupid? Nah, I didn't say, are you stupid? I was like, how? They fucking broke it open and they're running out with bags full. How do you think that? And she just like, she's fucking started crying and like walked out. She was like, "I can't do this no more." She walked out. They're like, "Don't you feel bad?" And then the other guy that was in charge, he got mad at me. He was like, "Why would you?" And I was like, "Dude, she just lost like $1,000 worth of shit, and you're not mad. You're like, oh, it was an honest mistake.
Oh my god, dude.
It's not my money, but I just
Did she
angered
quit?
me that these
Did she
motherfuckers.
quit?
No, they were like, they called her and convinced her to come back, which is fine. I
And
didn't
you-
want her
and
to
you were
quit.
the
I didn't
bad
want her
guy.
to quit. I was just like, why would you? Like, how did that happen? Like, you just saw somebody break it open, and you still think like nobody walks out
Right,
with
right, right.
nobody walks out with beer or bottles
Right,
that
right.
works. Like, she thought it was a vendor. Like, well, I thought they were like a vendor that you know how the people come and fill the. No one comes and fills the fucking tequila bottles.
Idiot. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, and they fucking came up, and they when I looked at the camera, one of them was wearing shorts. He had like fucking a piercing right here, and like
Oh, yeah,
they were not
look
dressed like
no
vendors.
fucking vendors.
They
yeah.
were like 18-year-old like hoodlums. Like they came early, smart. Like they broke that shit open, filled it up, and she just watched them. And she didn't even call nobody like they stole. Everybody was
wow.
like, "What the
Oh,
fuck just
yeah.
Oh,
happened?"
those
It's
are her
open."
people. It was an
Dude,
inside
No,
job.
it
You know-
wasn't her
remember-
people. She's
you know
just
that-
like a airhead. I guess
the
about
worst,
it.
the worst way I fucking like quit a job was at Coca-Cola. The way I quit Coca-Cola was the worst fucking like way to do it. Like I'm such a fucking idiot because it was such a good job. I got cocky.
The
I got
homie worked.
confident.
The homie was your boss.
Yeah, homie was the boss. So it was one of those.
He's
hook
still the
jobs.
homie.
I was getting paid fucking crazy. That's why I bought the fucking marrow. All right, dude. I fucking was getting paid good, right?
You could have been a merch right now,
Thank
making
you.
bank.
Yeah, I was merch. What are you talking about?
No,
You're
but
a
the one
salesman.
you could have been a salesman by now.
Making bank. You're right. Don't rub it in. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Good
so
job.
I'm fucking dude. I'm like, stand up is going good. Where I'm like getting a lot of gigs to where it's like evening out the money, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I don't
good.
know, dude.
HBO's
Like, I'm ready to
coming.
leave. I'm ready to-
HBO's coming.
Yeah, I don't know if I should leave my day job and just focus on stand up. It was one of those. So I was thinking about it. I went to go pick up my check, and I talked to the girl in the account, and I said like, hey, Maria, and she was like a Mexican chick. It's like, oh, what's up? One of the like old school Mexican chicks, like,
Yeah.
hola, mijo, how you doing? It's crazy out there, you know? It's crazy.
Not today, Wazowski.
Protect your back, mijo, because a lot of you guys are getting hurt. Be careful, mijo. And I was like, hey, Maria, so like, let's say if I quit, like, what kind of benefits will I get? Like, what I see? Well, you'll get your first and last check, so that's a big chunk right there. Yeah, that's a pretty big chunk, you know. You'll get that, and let me see. Oh, mira, you actually will get
pay.
you get all your vacation pays. You get all of that, and all your sick days te lo dan. They gave you all that stuff, and because you didn't really use the ones in the past, you got a lot of sick days, mijo. Look at you working hard on your sick days. And I was like, oh yeah, orale. So then how much would that be? It's like, well, honestly, like double what your check is.
It's gonna be like $600. This was like
No, no, no.
1,200.
No, she was talking about like 6, 7 G's, and I was like, what? So I'm thinking like, I'm making an account. Orale. It sounds good. So I'm like, I'm in the car for I'm thinking, and then they got me in one of those days where I was just like,
You know
my
what, fuck
back
this-
hurt, and I was looking around. I'm like, you know what? I had a good set. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I'm 3 in the morning in the fucking job. I'm looking at the fucking the loader that came in, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck that. Today's the day. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna fucking tell him. And I told him, hey, you know what? I'm putting my 2 weeks. And I put my 2 weeks in the last week that I was there. I was already thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get that big chunk. I'm gonna go do this with it. I'm gonna invest. Fool, I go over there being cocky with, all right, my last day. Okay, cool. He's like, well, here's your check. They signed me my fucking check, dude, and it was like not even like double
Just
what I
a
thought
week,
it was gonna
yeah.
be. It was just like the normal
Regular
week's pay. And
check.
I'm like, hey, but what about the first and last week? Well, so this is the first check they got for this week. The next week's coming, but it's like it's what I worked that week.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I didn't get what I was getting paid. Now my hourly rate went up, so it was what I got my
Oh, I
first
feel
week
bad
of
for
working.
you
So
right
it was
now.
like $300, and I'm like, okay, yeah. You didn't say that, but yeah. And then what about my vacations
Shit,
and
and
all that?
sick
She's
time.
like, well, the only way you can get all that is if you finish the year. And I'm like,
Yee.
bitch, hold up, you didn't tell me that. I was like, Maria, well, mijo, I didn't know you were trying to quit. I don't know, was that what you were trying to do? And I'm like, no. Here's the thing, like, what, like, hold
Maria,
on.
that's not what you said.
Maria, hold on. And I just left the office. Like the sign is like, all right, well, put it here. All right, I'll see you later. And then
You're
he
like, hold
left,
on,
so
can I
was
change
just
my
like-
mind?
So then I go pick. So I'll pick up your check from Maria, and I wish you luck. Good luck on your comedy career. And shake me and whatever, dog. And then fucking, he got mad at me because I left one of the stores unmerched, and like I left the load, and I pretty much said, "Fuck, it's my last day." He's like. So I kind of did a dick move on us there yesterday, but whatever, it's your last day, and I wish you well, but kind of fucked us on the last day. I'm like, hey, Bob,
Yeah,
give me my
man.
fucking check. Cause I go to Maria, and then Maria's over here talking about like, no, mijo, I think you misunderstood, and I'm like, Maria is like, mijo, you can't scream at me because people are gonna come
Yeah, I don't
in.
work
and
here
I'm
no
like,
more.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude, like, don't do this to me right now, like, where's my money? No way, and then come in, I'm looking at that shit. I'm looking. She's like, turn the fucking computer
We're
so I can
keeping it
look.
real goes
I'm
wrong.
like this. So
Hilarious.
I'm literally like this. I'm on my knees so now reading everything. I don't read and shit. I'm just like, fuck.
Putting numbers
And
together,
she's like,
counting.
you see, and you signed right there. You signed right there. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry, mijo, pero you misunderstood me. And I'm just like, and there's no way, like, there's no way I can
Give
give
my
me some
job back?
plans and shit. And she's just like, mijo, come on, I can't do that, But I mean, you could just go talk to your boss, maybe get your job back.
You just fucked him over.
And I'm looking at her like, bitch, he fucking hates me. So I fucking run outside, bro, with my last check, and I go, and I was like, hey, blah, 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 real quick. I was like, hey, is there any way? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I was like, is there any
Yeah,
way
no shame.
I could get my job back? He's just like, honestly, you
No.
just signed the papers. And I'm like, yeah, but you have them right there in your suitcase. Like, come on, man. Like, I could just get it. He's just like, I faxed him. You're in the system. Like, I'm sorry. We don't want me to do. He was being a fucking dick now. Now he's like, the ball's in my court.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm sorry, bud. But you got your comedy career. Right? Like, rubbing it in. I'm like, listen, dog. The thing is, like, it's not all that great. I don't know. It's not for sure. It's a great job. I'm sorry. Honestly, I apologize. But can I please have my job back? Like, I just, like, overthought everything. And he's just like, no can do, bucko. No can do. So, what you can do is reapply. See if you get picked up again. But I don't know. I wish you the best. I really do. And then I'm fucking like, God damn. Now I go to the homie and I'm like, hey, fool, guess what I did? Fool, he's like, damn, fool, I can't hook you back up. Like, how am I going to do that? I'm like, fuck. I'm in the car, fool. Like, well, I better fucking hit it hard with this stand-up shit because I can't go back to Coca-Cola. Jesus Christ. It was half the check. Fool,
There's always Pepsi.
That fucking check, fool, got burnt out like this. Like that check went straight to bills. So I'm like, fuck, I needed that other check, fool.
Well, we do have Anthony the Pepsi man to hook you up.
Anthony,
it was the fucking Anthony. Keep the job. Keep the fucking job.
No, I'm saying you can hit him up.
No, I'm telling him right now. Don't ever try to quit that fucking job. It's a great.
Because Maria is gonna fuck you over.
Oh my god,
he just got promoted. He just got all of Orange County or something.
What?
I haven't even seen him.
No,
he fucking left us.
They bent me over and just fucked me hard.
You don't know. Every few months, I'm like, today's the day. I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm just gonna walk out.
Yeah, no, it's
fuck
great.
this place, man. Fucking, and then you're like, I'm gonna do it. But then you're like, I can't.
There's nothing else.
What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
It's great feeling.
I'm
like,
not that funny.
I'm gonna fucking quit. I'm gonna fucking quit. It's the best fucking feeling, dude, ever. Of knowing that I'm gonna fucking quit. Fuck it.
I don't gotta do this shit. I quit.
Like today, they sent me home early. They're like, if you want, it's fucking dead. Just go if you want. I was like, fuck yeah. I left and I called Chris. I was like, I finally did it, babe. I quit. She was like, no, you didn't. I was like, I know, fuck. She was like, I wish you would.
Go back in there and give me some fucking lasagna.
She was like, oh, you did?
You forgot the toilet paper.
Yeah.
I feel like
you
she
can't
wants
quit
me to
this
quit.
week because there's a sale on toilet paper. Make sure you get that shit. Everybody's been taking shit lately. Nah, fool. I think that was a job where I felt like
the move.
That was a good job.
Yeah.
The move.
But you did the right thing.
You're better now.
Yeah.
You did the right thing. A lot of things happened right after that, and I don't think they would have happened if they didn't. And you got the ball rolling. Like, you're in it, bro.
Christian, I fucked up.
You fucked up.
No.
But
I fucked up. You know what job that también te pasé?
But no, that was a tough job though, because but look it, like,
yeah,
that job is a good job,
right,
but not if you're doing comedy, because you would literally have to go in and work all night, and that was the worst thing for comedy. Like when I worked all nights, you can't be doing comedy and working nights.
Right.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get stuck doing that job.
I know what you mean.
Thanks for making me feel better.
No, seriously,
I know,
it was the right
move.
move.
To do, and it did not make me feel better. Bro.
No, but it was the right move
all.
in the scheme of things. It's the right move to not have a job like that where you're working.
Did you have your special already before that, or
No,
he didn't have.
No, it was like literally. I lost a job. Or I quit the job.
I lost the job. You quit. You quit. Bro.
Had you just come up with the cumbia concept?
And I remember. That's so funny, dude. I remember. I was getting a lot of gigs because of Chingo. That's what we were starting getting a lot of gigs. So that's why I was like, oh, we're getting gigs here, and I'm getting gigs on my own at these little bar gigs. I'm making the same amount of money. Like, why would I be todo desvelado and do all that shit?
Yeah.
Remember I got in a car crash?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You were working nights. Like,
because
it's too
I
much.
fell asleep on the wheel. So I was like, nah, man, you know what? Fuck this. So then I remember Chingo came up to us, like, right when I, like, quit. Like, a month later, Chingo, like, said, hey, fool, we're doing this Netflix thing, this and that. You know, over here, everybody promises shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll see it when I believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, till the fucking day when we were at shooting that shit.
You were like, yeah, it's not going to happen.
I was still like, I still don't know, dog. Yeah, we flew out here. We did all this shit, but I don't know.
Is it going to air?
The day it airs, so when the day it airs, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to see I'm on Netflix. But yeah, it was one of those, like, because, you know, I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's a Latino thing, but, like, we just have trust issues, fool.
Oh, of course.
We just like, I don't know.
Because everybody.
It sounds too good to be true.
Everybody promises you the world. And
yeah,
it's like,
fool. Yeah, even my dad, fool, te voy a agarrar ese PlayStation, te lo voy a agarrar. Got me a bootleg version of PlayStation. I'm like, that's not even PlayStation.
What the fuck
it's
is a bootleg?
Play. Like, Station Play, what the fuck is it?
It was one of those ones that they sold the kiosk with a bunch of games
Yeah.
with all the Nintendo games.
all the Nintendo games.
I'm like, Dad, this isn't PlayStation. Esa madre, eso es lo que es, cabrón. And I'm like, it's Not PlayStation, Station Play. What the fuck is this? But it's definitely one of those things that I remember.
Have you ever had anybody else like promise you a bunch of shit? and then-
Everybody
All the
promised me
time,
shit all
bro.
the
We got
fucking
some promises
time.
right now with the podcast. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
Wait,
podcast.
wait, what?
We have producers that we have fucking people that we've.
Invested
Yes.
$10,000. I can't. No.
Calmado.
One thing I do remember working at Coke though is that bitch ass.
Really?
You go to stores, bro. You go to every little store.
Ah.
And so I had a bitch in every store. You know
Who
what
had the Who has the
Oh.
best bitches?
Ooh, Stater Brothers definitely got some bad bitches. I just hated you guys' uniforms. Your uniforms were trash, bro.
There's
You
the
were
old school
fucking-
ones.
The girls couldn't fucking, they couldn't express them cheeks, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? You got
Yeah,
them
I
with
get
the
it.
fucking senora pants. And
Christian's
shit.
all, I
It's just-
agree.
it's all like,
We
Yeah,
switched that
this-
up, man. We switched it up. We got different uniform now.
nah, bro. And then you got those fucking button-up shirts with like the titties, like
They don't have it no more.
the button-up shirts and the titties. It would just look like one big thing. So it's like I don't know if she's chubby,
big
if she's
blob.
fat, if her titties are chubby and fat.
We
like,
switched
what the
up the
fuck's
uniform
going on?
though. It's blue
I
now.
need
It's a
that
blue
shit to be
shirt.
tight. You know what I mean? Tight.
Yeah, we got like fucking
Like Rouse.
fit. Like yeah.
Like Rouse is fucking. They got some.
Ralph's
tight
got the
ass-
hotties.
Vaughn's got some fucking bad bitch. Fucking Vaughn's has some like cute girls. Like they like college kids and shit. So they're like, oh, there's some cute college girls in the front, like cashiers and shit. But they got some hot guys. They got some fucking beefcakes. No, they got some beefcakes. Yeah, when I go to Vaughn's, they got the hipster beefcakes, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's who's fucking these little bitches in the front desk and shit. They didn't like the bite. We looked at they saw us like the paisas, you know what I'm saying? They're like, nah, Coca-Cola's coming in here, paisas, you know what I'm saying? And then, especially in that area that I worked at, everybody talked like that. Hey, what's up, my dog? Hey, what's up, my boy?
Hey, what's up,
I
man?
got you, my boy.
Well, yeah, you were
Hey,
like
help
in
me build the
Downey.
fucking thing, my boy. Hey, let's go to the thing. Hey, let's build the fucking thing, my boy. You got me. Damn, check that girl out, dog. Hey, chillax, come here, hey. Quit lagging, eh. She's a fucking stray skunk, fool. Like, and I'm like, dog.
You sound like every vendor I've ever met, fool.
You're fucking being a gross ass vendor right now. Like, scandalous chick, fool. Come here. Hey, let me talk to you real
Yeah.
quick. For real, like, hey, what's up, eh? Like, ugh.
You want a 12
You're
pack?
fucking up the game for me. But Stater Brothers, they had some fucking, had a cute little thing in Stater Brothers. So I was like, hey, what's up, what's up? But then it never fell through. And then, I remember one time, I don't know if I said this in the podcast. One time there was this girl on fucking, in the fish, the fresh
Seafood.
seafood department.
Oh.
And this bitch, good morning, bitch. Every time I saw her, full, I'm like, God damn, how's it going? She's there. She was cute.
Good day, senora.
She was
Hola.
cute. She was like a white girl, but you could tell she was raised like in
Hood.
the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like she had tatted up and she knows what's up. Like she drink 40s and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this bitch was like a little hood, and I guess she was very friendly. So the friendly ones, if they don't know you, they obviously are little hoes. You know what I'm saying? So they're comfortable with you. So we're in the back. And I'm flirting, fool. I'm throwing in game, fool. And she's like catching this game like crazy. And I'm like, oh, you know how to play. I didn't know you know how to play. So, you know what I'm saying? So we were hitting it off. She fucking shoot me the text. Like I had a work phone and shit. Like, oh, cool. I'm talking to the work phone. We're chopping it up, fool, sending pictures. All what the woo. And de repente, way like the salesman, he's just like, hey, I was like, I gotta go to the other store because that's where my girl's at. Like, oh, you gotta.
He's like, oh, the seafood.
He's like, oh, you talking to some girl? I was like, yeah, I'm talking to some girl there. Okay, just be careful not to talk to the seafood girl. And I was like,
Wait, what?
why? Like, well, why? What's up with the seafood girl? You're talking to the seafood girl? And I'm just like,
You're talking
I'm
to the
like,
seafood girl, doc?
dog. I'm like, nah. I'm just saying, like, why? What's up?
You are talking to the
And he's
seafood
like,
girl,
no,
dog.
because the seafood girl, dog, is dating the other salesman. The other salesman is dating the seafood girl. That's his baby's mama.
Ooh,
And I was like, oh, where? Well, it's probably not the same seafood girl. No, mama, she's going
There's
out
a
with
lot
the
of
dude.
seafood girls.
Yeah, is her name Diana?
What store?
Like, oh, yeah. So her name is Diana. Should I bleep that? No.
Nah, we're good.
So I was like, yeah. Her name
We
is
didn't say it was in
maybe we
Pomona.
should.
Well, I
Maybe
didn't
we
tell
should
him.
because we got a
We
lot
didn't
of
say-
State listeners here.
I didn't tell him, but I was like, oh, shit. Her name is Diana. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I go back to work, and she's like, hey. And she's like coming in, like, putting her hair like in a ponytail. Hey, what's up? And I'm just like, oh, hey, like, how's it going? And she's just like,
Look out for the husband.
she's like, oh my God, it's been like a long day. Like, but I'm glad you're here, you're making it better. And I'm like, oh yeah.
She
Hey,
never told you about him.
So listen, I heard some things. So I
I don't
told her.
believe him.
I told
But
her.
I gotta
yeah.
ask you just to
I was
be
like,
sure.
listen, before I fall in hard,
You know what I'm saying? Before I'm all
before
she's
I
like, wait,
dive
what?
in and I find
Wait,
out
what? I
the
thought we were
water's
just gonna
1 feet
fuck.
high and I can hurt myself. Are you going out with the other Coca-Cola merge guy? And she's just like,
No.
yeah, but it's like not working out. And then, she gave
Does
me the
he
whole-
know it's not working
No,
out?
she's giving me the whole. It's not working out. We're trying to, end it. And this and that. And I'm like, all right. Well, I mean, bitch, I trust you. I'm going off of what you saying. Like, I don't know. The motherfucker's still trying to be a player. In my head, at that time, at that age, I was very ignorant, very immature, and I was like, well,
Not like now.
I was
don't
like,
give a
yeah, not like
fuck.
now, not like now. And then I'm giving her like the whole like, well, as long as I hit it, I didn't tell her, but in my head, I'm like, as long as I hit it, I'm good. And that's their problem, that's their bill. So I was being a scumbag, and then because I believed her, and then one day, like I remember I woke up, and then he's like, hey, bro, it's Daniel. Text me.
Oh, that's
And I'm
him.
like, yeah.
Oh, he was
From
a
the
merch
work
from the
phone.
same company.
Yeah, we worked at
Oh
work.
man, you got.
So he texts me. He said, yeah. So he sent me a text.
You just said his name too. We're gonna have to bleep this
bro,
stuff out.
like I'm just like I got a text. I'm like, ah, shit. I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? Because I was like, maybe he's doing my route or whatever. I was, hey, what's up, bro? Is there something I missed on the route? He's like, nah, man. Hey, so what's going on with you and fucking, Diana? And I was like, who? What? He's like, hey, dog, don't act dumb, fool. No,
who?
he's like,
what? Wait, what? Where?
Yeah,
I don't. I haven't been at
yeah.
that store.
Diana.
In a while,
I hit her with the what? Do you have the wrong number? I don't know. What time is it? Fuck you, bitch. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I got put on the spot. I got put on the spot.
bro. Wait, what?
So I was just like, oh,
that's
like,
how I talk.
why? What happened? Like, oh my God, what time is it? Like, who?
I gotta
Deanna?
go. My mom's calling me because
I'm like,
you don't understand.
Deanna? Who's Deanna? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Oh! Like, all of a sudden I remember.
I did fuck her yesterday.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
fucking her yesterday.
Like,
You're right.
I went like this and it reminded me, and she's like, who's the yeah, fucking the fish girl. No. Anyway, what do you mean like the fish girl? Like, anyway.
She works with fish.
No, dude, that bitch was like, I hit him with the whole like,
That's a lot of bleeping, man.
I just told him like, hey man, like I don't know what's going on. He's like, no, don't act dumb. I already know what the fuck is up. I went through her phone and I saw your text messages, and I was just like,
There's a
fuck.
lot of Jesus.
And then I was like, hey, I didn't know y'all were a thing. And then he's just like, hey, bro, I saw the text messages. Like, you literally telling her, like, hey, I heard you're dating. And she's just like, nah. So don't worry, I'm fucking mad at her too. But it's like, bro, like, you know what's up? Like, you know what the fuck it is? Like, we work at the stores. Like, this shit's gonna spread, bro. Everybody's gonna know about this shit. Like,
wait,
what
what
you
she
trying to
got?
do?
What do you mean it's
Are you
gonna
trying
spread?
Are you trying to? Yeah. He's like, you trying to embarrass me, homie, or like what? Like, you're trying to embarrass me? And then I was just like, hey, fool. But I pulled some gangster move. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Hey,
see.
you know what?
Let me
I
see
was
the
like, hey,
game.
you know what, homie? Like, if you can't control your girl, you tripping.
Oh,
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I just say, hey, dog, listen, if you can't control your
You
girl,
gotta hit
That's
him
what
with
I'm saying.
that.
Yeah, that's
but
it.
it's true, because I was
That's
like, hey,
it.
bro,
That's it.
listen, at the end of the day, if you can't control your girl and you're taking this shit out on me, bro, that's some
your
bitch shit. But you know what, dog? If you want to go there, if you want to go to the route where, like, we go out there and we fight because of your girl, because you're mad, I could take it there. I'm just letting you know, you looking like a bitch doing it, dog. Like, but it's all
Nice.
good. It's all good.
Nice.
I'm like, but it's all good. And then I was like, I could meet you. I'm gonna be at matter of
But
fact.
you aren't friends. You aren't friends with that guy.
I don't know. We just work together. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna merge like in fucking 2 hours, bro. I'm gonna be at the store. Meet me, dog. Meet me at the route. Matter of fact, I'm gonna clock out and I'll meet you where you're at. Tell me where you're at. And then he's just like, nah, you know what, dog? We'll talk soon. And I'm like, nah, matter of fact, because I could tell where the merches are. So, like, matter of fact, you're at this store. I'll meet you there, bro. I hung up. Let his fucking mind wander, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he would fucking
Mind
like,
games,
Yeah,
fool.
so I let his mind wander and shit. So then like
Mind fuck
then he
them.
sent me a text and he's just like, hey, fool, just drop it, dog. I don't want to lose my job over this bitch, fool. And I'm like, all right, man.
Smart
That's your...
guy.
Hey, don't call
You
her
like-
smart.
it's
Hey,
like,
that's my
thank-
girl. Don't call her no bitch.
This was like, thank God.
No, it
'cause
was
I did not wanna
definitely,
find-
it was definitely a thank God.
Then
'Cause
you,
at the
then you
time,
send them a text.
Yeah,
How does
yeah.
my dick taste?
no, fool, I
Tampoco,
responded.
tampoco,
I responded
tampoco.
like this, like,
Tampoco.
all right then, you motherfucker, you better. All right then, you better, bitch. Fuck, man. Shit, where are my car keys? I'm all lost, bro. Like, I'm at a fucking
See
Bonds.
what
I'm
you,
supposed to be in a
see what
Skater
you
Brothers.
started.
Yeah.
You told me you weren't messing with him no more.
My head was
You
all
did
over the
talk-
place, bro.
did you talk to her after that? Like, you told me you weren't
my
messing
head,
with him.
my head was all over the place. That I built a big ass fucking thing at Vons, and it was supposed to be at Skater Brothers. I'm like, fuck, my head's everywhere, dude. Like, Jesus. Said, welcome to Skater Brothers. It was Vons. Like, bro, fuck. I'm sorry. No, but dude, yeah, it was fucking crazy. And then the girl.
So then
like,
I just fucked her 3 more times. and
Nah,
then
then I went back to the store, and then it was like one of those things that the girl was like ignoring the fuck, and I was like, oh, well, she knows.
Made it super obvious.
Yeah, she knows what's up, fool. And then boom, boom, and it get awkward. I think it got awkward when
when the manager
like
told me I
5
couldn't come
months-
back
no.
to that store anymore.
When she comes
no
back
5
pregnant.
months later. 5 months later, it got awkward because like we
She
all
was
had
pregnant?
we all had
Company.
a fucking we had to go help. You know,
At
sometimes
that
when,
store.
sometimes some people are low at the
Yeah.
stores, so they need
It's a
extra
code
help.
red.
So then I would show up. It was like Thanksgiving, and I had to go in there and help his store. That person, it was just me and him. Like, pushing and shit. So it was like one of those like he's pulling the fucking pallet and I'm just like pushing
Knowing that you
with him,
fucked his lady.
and we're just locking eyes. And we're just
Was it good though?
What's up, Eskimo brother?
So no, he stayed with her. That's the thing. So it made it more awkward. It was like, oh, you stayed with her knowing that she wanted to pipe down Dottie. We never piped.
Oh,
And
so not Eskimo.
Oh,
brother.
that wasn't that bad then.
Yeah, I thought
it
you
wasn't that bad, but it was one of those like,
But
you know,
still, yeah, it's still
yeah.
awkward. You're
they're
like
married. They
she
got to
tried
deal with that
she-
shit.
she
They're probably
tried-
dealing with that shit right now.
True.
Well, I hope they don't listen to this.
I probably pop in their conversations all the time and shit. Like, yeah, you wanted to fuck that fucking whack ass fool who fucking.
He's
quit
on
because he can't
Netflix
handle
now.
the fucking-
Fuck you, at least
He
he's
got
on
scared of me.
Netflix.
He got scared of me.
No.
He got scared of me. That's why he quit.
Oh god. Hell no, I was so scared. Dude. Thank
He
God
quit
didn't
because
fight
he ended up on Netflix. Fuck you. And he's on HBO. You don't even know.
me. You didn't
I
even
fucked a
fucking
star.
No one.
Fuck a
says that.
star.
Did she say that?
He's a fucking
No,
star.
she didn't say that.
doesn't-
You don't think she was claiming you when she saw you on
No
HBO?
one's
And that-
claiming me.
Hey, look
fool.
at
I'm not a claiming type.
She's
No.
like, you see that guy right there? I almost fucked him.
you know, I could.
He
It wasn't-
wanted me.
If it wasn't
He
for
wanted
fucking
me.
She's
D
like-
word.
She's like in the living room. You're not gonna fuck them, right? And the daughter's like, really, mom? Like, yep.
But your fucking dad got in the way.
10 years old, just like, you're gonna fuck that guy, mom? Yep, I gotta.
Look,
fuck
I was
his
gonna fuck
brains
that
out.
guy, but your dad.
Oh my god, that shit's fucked up, bro.
This could get me fired.
Good
oh
job.
my god, dude.
I wish I would
think,
get
I
fired.
think that's the name of this episode.
It's gonna get me fired.
This could get me fired.
This could get me fired.
Nah,
All
man.
this
Which was it
conversation-
that you did that? You were like, oh, if they find out.
Oh, I can't
I'm
say
gonna
it.
get fired.
Oh, there's a lot of shit that I did.
Oh,
that I
because
could
you have
get
the
fired
same
for.
fucking job, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that I did, but at my first job, Little Caesars, I fucking. I've already talked about it. Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
rubbed
yeah,
my
yeah,
nuts
yeah.
and
Oh,
my
you
ass
see, that's gross, bro.
and my fucking. I wiped my ass with the crazy bread and
That's a lot.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
balls.
intense, bro.
And
That's
then
some
I gave it
intense
to them.
shit,
We watched them eat it. Oh, so
Ooh, that's
satisfying.
intense.
I still
nasty
think of that
shit.
moment. I get pleasure. Like I'm still like yeah, fuck
Pleasure
those
or
guys.
what? Fuck them.
No, cause fuck they would like always harass me. They'd come in. One time they came in and they fucking jumped on the counter like, yeah, what the fuck? You ain't gonna do shit. And I'd just be like, mother. And then I just run to the bag all angry. Like he was like, don't worry, fool. We'll get him. We'll get him. We're gonna get him next time. He was like, don't worry, calm down. You don't have to fight him. Cause I was like gonna fight him, but they were bigger. They were older. There was 2 guys. Don't worry, we're gonna get him. So then he was like, next time, watch. So he was like, fool, they're walking, cause they would just hang around in the. It was in
Right.
Colton. They would just hang around in that little shopping center. So he was like, we'll get him. He was like, we're gonna offer them food and then we're gonna fuck with it. All right. So then he was like, he made the crazy bread. He was like, come on, bro. He like rubbed it on his nuts. He gave me the same. I rubbed. Now thinking back, I rubbed the crazy bread that he rubbed on his nuts on my nuts,
And now I got
and then I
jockage.
wiped my ass with it. I even felt like
Chris is out here
Like,
doing some fucking.
I
white
felt
boy
it in
shit,
my
bro.
butt. Like I
Fuck.
felt the masa all up in my ass after. But like I wiped my ass with it, and then like we even-
Dumplings.
I even did something else to the sauce, but I'm not gonna say what. But I didn't. bust it. No, I didn't.
No.
I
I was
didn't
like,
exactly, but I
no, you
did
didn't.
something else to the sauce, and then we cooked it though. At least we cooked it, so it like cooked off.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do it after it was cooked. We did it before it was cooked, so it like went through. And then he was like, "Hey, you guys want some free food?" And they were like, "Fuck yeah!" And they were like, "Here, food, just have it." And they ate it right there in front of us. And I was just like,
We got him.
success, victory.
Dude,
And I
remember-
feel bad
remember,
sometimes, but then I'm like, no, fuck those guys.
Dude, I remember when I worked at and I was in North Carolina. I remember I should got fired for this, but I worked in North Carolina at a burger place called Cookout. Have you guys ever heard of Cookout?
No.
It's like their version of In-N-Out, but they cook it like, fool, it was crazy. Like they put like A1 sauce, and it's just like it's very like barbecue shit, right? Bro, it gets fucking packed. That place gets fucking packed, and they're fucking quick, and they're little bicep dudes that work. They're like, no, mama, wait, and I'm just like in the grill, fool. And I remember that they switched me to the grill because this guy didn't show up. And I was working that shit, fool. And it gets fucking, it's like In-N-Out, fool. It gets fucking packed, fool. And for some reason, it was like a football game, like a high school football game. And everybody was there. And I was living there for a year that one time, you know? So I just needed the money just to, like, be there for a year. Bro, it got so fucking hectic that, like, it overwhelmed me. And I just left. I just left, way. I just fucking took off. Like, fool, they're like, this, like, no, me una double con el queso. Hey, güey. And I'm just like, fuck. And I have to put the meat in. And se te van a quemar. And I'm like, fucking putting it over there because it's going to burn. And then we had this other guy. Everybody's literally like, one of those things,
on a
like,
chain.
walking over.
It's a chain.
And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm already behind. I'm looking at all the papers, fool. They're flying down. And then the guy's like, mira, se están borrando. Chinga. Hey, he ran over there to get he's writing it down. So I'm just like,
22.
I'm fucking like, my head is like, I'm going to pass out. Like, I really felt like I was going to, like, just faint. And I was like, oh, my God, fool, this is too much. So I just left. I remember I just, like, I walked out. Yeah. I fucking
¿Dónde
left.
vas a squinkle? Ándale, ven.
No, that's the thing. It was so hectic. They thought that I was going to go get some, like, onions or some shit. So I just go by the freezer, and I just open the door, and I take off, and then, and you're going to hear, like, the people talking as the door shut, like, no. And when it's shut, like, it's like quiet. No.
And you're like, oh, thank you.
And I'm just like,
Do I go back?
and I look for it, and everybody's in the fucking, like, the cars right there on the side. I'm just like looking at the cars. I'm like,
$5.75.
looking, fool. I'm looking around. I'm just like, I just needed a breather, fool. I started looking, and I just like walk to the fucking like 7-Eleven where I just walk over there, and I just fucking go over there, dog. I
Was
get
this
a
your first
fucking
day?
Gatorade. Nah, it was like I've been there for like a month, but it got hectic. It got hectic. Like, and I got Gatorade, fool. I'm fucking drinking the Gatorade, dog, and I'm looking at them, and the line's getting lower, and I'm looking, and I'm just trying to figure out.
You
like,
sit down on the curb and start eating your chips, watching them.
bro, no, it was one of those things. I'm like sitting down for it. I'm looking at that shit, and like it was too much that I'm just analyzing like what happened. I'm like thinking like that's crazy. If I just left, like what the fuck are they thinking right now? Like I'm just looking at the lines are getting shorter, so they're obviously doing the job, and I'm just like, damn, fool.
They're getting it done.
They're all waiting for this food to come back.
Bro. It was like literally like 3 hours. 3 hours where the sun went down already. It was like
You're just sitting there? You still
sitting there drinking my fucking Gatorade, and I'm at the parking lot. And I'm thinking like
yeah, I quit. Do I wonder if they know I quit?
I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go in there, and then what's gonna happen? The movie's playing in my head. Like I'm gonna walk in there. What the fuck? Where are you? What the fuck? You're fired. I'm like, what's gonna happen? They're gonna fire me. I'm like, fuck, they're gonna fire me. And I started thinking like, man, I was trying to build a confidence. I'm like, man, fuck this. If they fire me, they're gonna fire me. What the fuck? Like, who cares? I'm just gonna go over there, dude. Fine, my heart's beating, dude. I walk over there, the line's gone.
You love this shit,
Bro.
man. You love
Bro,
being uncomfortable.
I walk in, fool, and literally one of the cooks is taking
Threw a
out the
pan at you?
trash,
Uh-huh.
and they're taking out the trash, and when he opens it, he looks at me, he's like, got la bolsa, and I grab the fucking trash, and I run, and I throw it, fool, and then I trash, and then
They
he's
didn't
just like,
notice.
they didn't fucking notice, not one, but it was so hectic. Didn't even notice that I was fucking gone, bro. Because everybody was taking over different spots. So it was just, fool, I swear to God. I walk in. And, we're walking in.
You even wiped some grease on your head?
I went like this.
Fuck.
No, when he took out the trash, I
Let's
went,
go.
I Simba that shit. Like, no, dude, I fucking walked by and I caught the energy because I was like, oh, está cabrón, man, güey. Like, puta madre. He's like, hijo de su chingada madre, no, güey. No, hombre, esa madre, güey. Está cabrón, güey.
What a day, what a
And we
day.
walk in, so
my
I'm talking
God.
to him, so they don't feel like we were like out there. And he's just like, all right, guys. And the manager's like, he comes out of his office like, man, that was a hell of a rush, guys. We did great. Let's just clean up now. And then he just fucking taps me on the shoulder like, we just clean up, all right, guys? And I'm just like, yeah, man, fuck, fool. Like, I just pulled it off. Nobody asked. Nobody cared. Nobody even noticed.
I
Everyone was
quit.
in their fucking heads, in their fucking moment that they were like, yeah, the cookout right there. That's the
That
one.
one time I quit.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that shit
that's
was
funny.
crazy. I remember full like it just walked
You
out,
know-
walked back in.
He thought he could do the same thing at the cookout at Coca-Cola.
No way, it was crazy.
That kind
Can I
of shit
get my
only works
job back?
once. That
No,
shit
it
only
was
works
definitely
once in
one
a-
of like a perfect storm where it was like everything was going mayhem,
What was the?
and I just walked in and walked back in.
What was
fool,
the?
like,
Where did you tell the story, or did you just tell me that about when you got a job, your first job, and your dad was all happy because you got the job, but then you were like, "No, I don't want to work." They were
No,
like
he said
showing
that-
you around the broom. Where was that?
the
And then your
broom?
dad was like, "What do you mean you quit? You walked all the way home because you were like, I didn't want to work there." Because they were like, "Just start today," and you're like, "All right."
Oh yeah, the car wash.
Was
The
it
car
the
wash.
car-
My dad fucking got me a job at the car wash, and I'm there, and I remember all the crackheads and shit like that, and I remember like looking around, and I'm like, nah. Yeah, nah, this ain't for me. And I remember they're making a big deal because I had a belt, and then they were like, "Hey, you can't have a belt. You got to tuck in your shirt, but you can't have a belt." And I'm like, "How's my shirt gonna stay in?" And they're like, "Figure it out, but you can't have a belt because you're gonna scratch the car when you wipe." Like,
Ah,
Oh.
yes,
scratch.
yes.
And I was just like, "Okay, well, all right." And then I'm thinking like I'm gonna be like the best worker I can be. Like I'm gonna give them everything. So I was working like a bicycle. Like the truck would come in, I fucking jumped on top of the tire, fool, and I'm fucking just trying to be fast, trying to be
Yeah.
clean, and I'm fucking cleaning the rims, cleaning the fucking hood of the car, and I get yelled at because I cleaned the rims and
With the
picked up
same-
dirt,
Oh.
and I put it on top of the hood, and I started so it scratched the car. It
Oh,
scratched like
fuck.
the hood because there was little rocks.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's touching the floor when I'm going like that, and it's like we're trying to be quick, trying to be fast, and it's like, hey, you're fucking it up, and I'm just like, all right, so now it's the belt, now it's this. It's like, all right, well, I guess, and they're arguing about what they're gonna do, free car washes for a year, or whatever. I go in the back, and they're like, oh, just worry about the fucking the laundry and shit like that. Do the laundry thing, and I was like, okay, cool. So then I used the laundry, but I guess I put too much soap, and then because like I put way too much soap, and then I was like, and I guess like when they dipped the thing in the water, it was like too soapy, and it was like it was supposed to be dry water so it can rinse off the soap and
Yeah.
add
Yeah,
more
yeah.
soap. So it's taking longer for the cars to be washed. So I'm like,
they gotta run them twice.
I'm
They're
just like, yeah. They're like, dude, what the fuck? So then I'm like, I stood there, fool, and it was like all this in like an hour, right? And I'm like,
They wanted you to quit though. They were like, "Fuck him." Man. Fucking,
nah, dude. And
fucking
I looked
leave.
at that shit and I was like, yeah, I'm out, fool. I'm out. And I just left. I remember I walked home. My dad's like, he was like,
¿Qué
eating
pasó?
it.
¿Te sales?
¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? And I'm like, no, esa madre. No aguantas tú, güey. Esta vez no aguantas, güey. You think I wanted to get out of a job because I was tired? No, I couldn't. Gee, they're spoiled, man. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Fuck
Dad, you
that.
don't understand.
Dad, I can
Fucked
just,
up a brand new
I can-
F-150.
Dad, I can make it with just the allowance you give me. Like, oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
that's
players.
good, man.
Well-
That's just funny. Has that already been an hour?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
That was good.
It's we're at 47.
Let's just. Do we have any shout-outs?
Any shout-outs? Anybody got shout-outs?
I don't think I.
No.
No, yeah, I do have a shout-out. Who the fuck wanted?
Shout
Oh
out.
yeah. Ashton wanted a shout-out. Ashton
Ashton.
Martin Music wanted a shout-out to the homie. He has his own studio too.
Nice.
On the desert. If we ever want to record it,
In the desert.
he wants a shout out. Not in the desert. He lives out there in the IE.
Oh,
Out there,
for
like
sure.
going
Oh,
towards like
IE,
fucking
desert
the
IE.
north end out
IE,
there.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, and then
Shout out,
fucking
Austin.
somebody else wanted a shout out too, that we fucked up their shirt. I'll look it up for the Patreon and.
Save it for the Patreon. Don't
You
say
gotta-
it.
We didn't fuck up his shirt, but I kind of
order?
wrote.
Yo,
I
size?
may have wrote
His
down
size.
his address
size.
wrong,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
his shit got sent back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do
okay.
want to appreciate everybody who's like listening to us and also like tell more people about that Patreon, man. Because yeah, we got some stories for Patreon, man. I was
Even
gonna
if
say
you're
some other
not
shit.
getting them
Save
to
it.
Yeah.
join the Patreon, or you haven't joined the Patreon, just tell a friend about the. If you enjoy this podcast, just tell someone about it so they can listen to it, and then they can start listening or whatever.
Because I was
Just
gonna tell you,
spread the word, man. Because
I was-
we ain't got no marketing,
I got
as you guys can see.
I got a story about like this time where like there was like a hookup that happened. That's why I got fired. But that's Patreon, so I'm gonna do that for Patreon to let everybody know. Join the Patreon, man. We got some interesting stories there. All right,
Very,
guys.
yeah.
Jerry will be back next week, hopefully.
sure.
It depends on how much time he has quarantined or if he gets a test, though.
Oh, he
Yeah.
better fucking
And
quarantine
then
that poo-poo, dog.
Yeah.
we'll
mm,
see.
I-
Because I was kind of
I
worried
think
about
we need to
this
get him
week.
tested before fucking.
I was a
we
little
actually do
worried, like,
something.
how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna like put him
Yeah,
in
he's
like
gotta
a
get tested.
cube? Are we gonna like all
him in
wear
a
You gotta
masks?
take a COVID test and an STD test. Está cabrón. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Take care out there and peace out, man. Thanks, everybody.